When a woman has all the support she needs, she has a partner right next to her saying, we can do this together. When she has the parents or whoever is next to her, it's not a crisis. It could be difficult to take in at a time, but it's not a crisis when you have the support. It becomes a crisis when you don't have the support that you need. This could have been a place that would have helped my mother back then. So when my mother was 24, she found out she was pregnant. She was unmarried, and my father wanted nothing to do with us at the time. So I know that my mother felt, I guess at a moment in time, she didn't know what to do, but she chose life for me. It's just scary to know that you're pregnant and you don't have support. So just not having the support that you need it makes the pregnancy more difficult. And here at Life Choice, we offer that hope, that encouragement, that support. The most important support that we give to women here is having somebody to talk to about their circumstance at the moment, process the information, and just find that there is hope.
These girls know that we are a safe place, no matter what choice they've made, that they know they're going to get love and acceptance here and that they can walk back through our doors. This center affects the community greatly because we're just one more resource where those that are faced with an unplanned pregnancy can come and get help, can get education.
We are a medical facility, so now we can offer medical services. We offer a pregnancy test, we offer ultrasounds, and everything at no cost to our clients.
We're trying to give you space to be really honest without being concerned about what someone's going to say back to you or tell you how you're wrong. We're here to really listen and make sure that as you are thinking, that you are remembering that this is your choice, what you do with your pregnancy, and no one else's.
We are very pro-education and pro-information, so we offer accurate, up-to-date information about the choices, the options that people have here in the state of Florida about pregnancy. And we have found that the more information you have, the more information you know, the more education you have, the better decision you can make.
Life Choice is a pregnancy center in Winter Haven that focuses first on women in need. We want to provide a listening ear, a supportive hand, and a direction to provide. Our goal is to help these women choose life, feel supported and not alone within that process. To do this, we offer several services that help us achieve this goal. Watch this next video to see the services and the process Life Choice provides to our community.
When a woman finds out she's pregnant, often it feels like the biggest crisis that she's ever faced thus far in her life. Life Choice is here for that woman. We are here to be a support to her. When she comes for a pregnancy test, she meets with a nurse who gets to know her medical history and answers any questions that she has, and of course runs her pregnancy test. But we don't leave it there. The client also meets with a client advocate, and this client advocate gets to know her situation and asks her some really important questions about herself, like, how do you feel about being pregnant? What are your biggest concerns with bringing a child into the world? And as we ask these questions, we get to know what her needs are, and we can kind of help fill in the gaps with her needs. From there, we're able to schedule her an ultrasound. And this is really an important piece of the information puzzle. She's able to see exactly what's going on inside of her womb to make a visual connection that affects her very deeply, because it moves from a concept of having a child to the reality of, this is my child.
My name is Joy Hoverkamp. I am a nurse. I do the pregnancy tests here at Life Choice Pregnancy Center, as well as the early onset ultrasounds. I enjoy working at Life Choice because I get to connect with mothers and their families. Women come in sometimes with unplanned pregnancies and are very unsure, and we have that opportunity to put them at ease, to educate them, and to walk alongside of them on that journey. At 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks, oh, there's nothing there. You can't see anything. There's no connection. But we can see something at 5 weeks even. I've seen babies on the screen and was able to detect their heartbeats. And when they see that image and they see a little baby on there, oftentimes they're surprised. 90% of the women that walk through our doors, once they've seen that image of their baby, 90% of them that may have walked out the door and aborted make the choice for life because they see that image of their baby.
It's been really exciting to see the way that women feel emboldened to carry through with their pregnancy. They feel this maternal instinct that God has given us, and it just compels them to love and care for their child. And we love to be a place that provides that opportunity for a woman to have all of the information in front of her before making a life-changing decision. From there, if she chooses to parent or to make an adoption plan, she can be eligible for our parenting program, where she meets one-on-one with a client advocate to take lessons about pregnancy and parenting, and even lessons about how to have a healthy relationship with the father of the baby. Each time she comes to one of these appointments, she can also bring the father of the baby with her. And they can earn credits to spend in our store that's filled with baby supplies. So for each appointment, they earn credits, and then they're able to also shop for what they need. So that can be shopping for diapers and wipes, clothes for both the maternity clothes and baby clothes, cribs and car seats. And this program lasts from the time a parent finds out they're having a child until their child turns a year old. This has been a key for our whole community because we're getting to know families on a deeper level over a long period of time, and we're able to fill in a lot of the gaps so that all of a sudden it's not just that they've received diapers, but maybe they've also received a referral for a job opportunity that they wouldn't have known about otherwise. This has been a really great way to also connect people to churches in our area.
Something new and exciting that Life Choice has begun providing is life coaching for men. Some men who experience unexpected pregnancies with their significant other are just as confused on the direction to go. There have been many cases of women wanting abortions due to the man not wanting to be involved or supportive. Our coaching helps limit these situations by providing help and support. Here's an interview between Sarah Chase, our development director, and our men's coach, Brandon Lutz.
Thanks for being here. So let's start with, what exactly is a men's coach?
Yeah, so a men's coach is someone who is a guy, obviously first and foremost, but you meet with expectant birth fathers who are coming in for the first time or for multiple meetings to meet with you or have conversations with you. They got questions, they're maybe scared, maybe they're nervous, maybe they didn't have a dad or father figure in their life, or a healthy one or a good one, and so we just get to be their friend, meet them where they're at, and have those conversations with them on what it means to be a healthy, loving, caring father.
So why did Life Choice see this as a need?
One of the main reasons that Life Choice saw this as a need a few years ago when this first started was that it's not just us being, Life Choice being this pro-life, we want to make people not have abortion, we want people to have children, but we want to be pro-family.
So what is the role, what is the involvement of an expectant father in an unexpected pregnancy?
So I just think their involvement is to, during the pregnancy, be supportive of the expectant mother, but also even being involved in, okay, if I'm going to be a dad here soon, what do I need to do to prepare myself to be the dad, the father that this child deserves, and even the supportive spouse or boyfriend or significant other.
Yeah. How does Life Choice kind of coach dads through this process?
We love to meet one-on-one with them, whether it's on the phone, but we'd love to meet one-on-one in person with them, and we'll sit down with them and we will have conversations with them based on what they feel they would like help on. So we're really trying to meet them where they're at, and not where we want them to be, not where we expect them to be.
So you've had the opportunity to meet with dads that come to Life Choice. What are some of the challenges that you see that they're facing?
Yeah, a lot of these guys, when they come in, they're reeling too. They didn't really expect this. And they just don't feel fully equipped and ready to handle this. And so a lot of them just want someone to talk to about whatever they're feeling, whatever they're thinking, for whatever reason, whatever their journey or their story has brought them to. And so it's just been really neat to be invited into their story.
So how can the community come alongside these men and women that are facing unexpected pregnancies?
We need male coaches to meet with these men, meet them where they're at, and just help equip them and be a voice and a friend to them in that moment.
What a great use of time. We have so many men in our community that have a lot to offer to younger dads, a lot of experience, successes and failures that could be of great help to these first-time dads. Well, thanks for taking the time to meet with me. What you do at Life Choice is vital, so thank you for being a part of this, and we're glad to have you.
It's been a lot of fun. It's been a joy and a privilege to be a part of this, so thank you for having me.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Many of the women who visit Life Choice come to use our facility to do the following: get a free pregnancy test or ultrasound to simply find out if they're pregnant or not. This could come as wonderful news to them or possibly upsetting news. Others have already made the decision to move forward with an abortion, but want to know how far along they are. During this time, we're able to show alternative choices by showing the love of Christ and support that your generous donations help us provide. The third aspect are women who are simply unsure. This pregnancy for them is not necessarily unwanted, but the timing is very unexpected with where they are in life. At Life Choice, we want to make them feel as comfortable as possible, providing the services they need for free, and offer as much support as we can to help them choose life. Our campaign this year is Help Her Choice. One of the saddest things you hear in today's world is that a woman chooses abortion due to it being the best choice. The only way to combat that is to help that never be the best or the only choice. Nonetheless, some women still choose abortion. It is an active and often supported choice in our society. But the last thing we want to do is shun or turn away anyone who has made this decision, which is why we also offer something unique for a pregnancy center, and that is post-abortion counseling.
Abortion is part of my story when I was a lot younger, and I just think a lot of people, it was many years before I really dealt with the grief of that. A lot of stuffing it down, just saying, hey, I'm fine. That's a great decision at the time. And just coming to the realization when I carried my daughter to term, the realization of what I'd done just kind of landed on me heavily, and having someone kind of walk through with me and help me kind of grieve, be honest about that, and grieve, and find redemption in Christ just made all the difference. My name's Vicki Portlock, and at Life Choice here, I'm involved in the post-abortion support, which is, it's like post-abortion Christian counseling. I think abortion is such a difficult thing for people to come to grips with and grieve in our culture, because our culture's saying, it's fine. Like, you shouldn't feel bad because it was a smart thing to do. And sometimes, sadly, in our churches, it can be such a shameful thing that you can't really speak about it. So what I've experienced is oftentimes it's some years afterwards. Sometimes you don't realize there's unresolved areas that you haven't really dealt with and grieved, and
And typically when we stuff our grieving, it's going to pop up as depression or anxiety or any manner of things in different areas of your life. I mean, whether you chose it, whether you felt pressure to have an abortion, no matter what the reasons for having an abortion, ultimately it is a loss. And there's grief that needs to be traveled through. So I think making sure it's a safe place for people is huge. We also know, just statistically, if someone has had one abortion, they are more likely to have another one. One of the things we all love to offer this for is if someone can really kind of work through their grief and kind of face the fact of what's happened, what they've done, and yet also find grace and forgiveness in that can be redeemed. Oftentimes, I think it puts them in a much better place where they'll make a different choice next time. Yeah, I think Life Choice has made a big difference in Winter Haven and the surrounding areas. I mean, when I first started here, there was a Planned Parenthood in Winter Haven, and there isn't anymore. I think that there has been a number of women, you know, we don't just have the post-abortion support, there's Earn While You Learn, and just a place for women who are feeling overwhelmed and struggling with being in a really hard situation. A place that they can come in and feel loved, feel heard, not rushed, be able to just kind of take a deep breath, slow down. Okay, let me look clearly at all my options and let me think through this. I think is just so important. I think it shows such respect to women that, yeah, we want to hear what you're struggling with. We want to help you make a decision. And respecting the fact that women are capable of that and not being pushed and rushed into quick decisions.
Help her choice. It's simple yet profound. We seek to empower women through educational, spiritual, and tangible one-on-one support. In most cases, this support enables them to see choosing life as the best choice. This is always beautiful and an obvious movement from God and His people. Here's one story of a young lady that came to Life Choice, scared, hurt, and uncertain. This is what happened.
Melissa, when she told her boyfriend that she was pregnant, he immediately left her, blocked her from all communications with him, even though they had talked about having children together. But when she met with us, she felt safe enough to share with us that she was not intending to get pregnant. So she was somebody who was confident and a career woman who came to us completely broken. She found herself in a situation that she never imagined she would find herself in. Her pregnancy was so difficult, and her family was not supportive at all of her carrying through with her pregnancy. They told her that she should be ashamed that she was pregnant in the first place, that she knew better. And that grieved her so much. The burden of her mother's rejection just weighed on her every day. She told us that she really wasn't sure if she was going to have an abortion or make an adoption plan or parent her child. But we told her that in the meantime, she could enroll in our parenting program and just have somebody that she could talk to. We wanted her to know that she was not alone, and we didn't want her to be alone in this process. She enrolled in the parenting program and started taking lessons about how to take care of her child, about all the stages in pregnancy. Over time, those appointments really became her just pouring her heart out to us. She asked us to pray with her. And every time she came, we would pray and sometimes be on our knees praying that God would just give her wisdom, that God would give her strength, that God would provide work for her. And over time, we saw God answering these prayers and just strengthening her. And she did decide to parent her child, but of course our story with her was not over at that point. What was most powerful during that time was actually her experience with postpartum depression. She said, if I would not have found Life Choice before I had my baby, I don't think I would be alive today. And it was a challenge and an honor for us to be a part of her life during that time. And we were so thankful that God allowed us to be a part of her life before she had experienced depression, because we were able to walk with her through that entire process. So we were able to see her grow into motherhood. She felt confident to go into the world with the resources that she had. She had found work that was in the career path that she was wanting to take. And she had even found a church that embraced her. She walked into a church that she'd never been into before, and the pastor and his wife immediately put their arms around her and invited her into their home. They prayed with her. They helped her take care of her child, and she was amazed because her experience with church in the past had been so painful that the fact that she even came to Life Choice was a big deal, because we're a Christian organization and there was a lot of pain that she associated with Christianity. So we were able to kind of break down some of those walls and some of those ideas that she had about Christians, to the point where she eventually felt confident enough to walk into a church. And by like God's divine plan, he led that pastor and his wife to embrace her. And that was so powerful. And we're so proud to be a part of a community that has a story like this.
Life Choice is only here due to God's grace and your amazing support. There are no other free services like ours for women in our community. Helper Choice is a call to action. Our ask is that you give in order to make this life-saving work possible. Consider the direct impact your giving can have in our community, and prayerfully consider giving generously. Do you know that 80 to 90% of women who have an ultrasound at Life Choice choose life for their child? We all want to see children have the opportunity to be born. $200 will provide an ultrasound for a mother, and it almost guarantees the opportunity for a child to live. You can make any gift with confidence that you are a part of a cause that is close to God's heart. These families need you. How frequently can you know that your giving is providing hope for the future? If you would like to know how you can best support Life Choice, would you prayerfully consider becoming a monthly partner? Please help us reach this goal by doing the following. Go to our website and simply go to Donate. If you are already on our landing page for this event, we have a direct link ready for you. Are you following us on social media? Please do so if you're not. Share our stories over the next few months and invite your friends and family to join this cause. And you know what? We would love to schedule a time to give you a tour of our center. Thank you so much for giving your time and attention to this life-giving cause today. We hope that we have shown you how beautifully our Lord can bless our community and how He has touched lives on an everyday basis. We are grateful that your compassion in action is making life the best choice.